Here I go with the shiny forehead. So March was our break month.
It's not shiny in person.
It's not? Thank you. So I'm okay.
You look really glowy, like hydrated.
Oh my goodness.
That's
I've been
what
really
I'm
working on my
drinking
hydration. Like really working on drinking water.
spring.
My skincare, making me get myself together, get my girl, that got a new hairdo.
It's spring.
Okay, thanks. I feel good about myself now.
Good.
Thanks. Okay, so yes, we're back. We took a break for March, and now it's supposed to be spring, but not really spring.
Yeah,
It's allegedly.
Spring hasn't sprung yet
It's spring allegedly.
because they're calling for snow this weekend.
I know.
Like
I don't
5 to 8
want
inches.
I know. I
Did you know it's
can't.
5 to 8 inches?
I can't.
Wait, I thought it was 3 to 5.
I'm
Why
sorry.
did it
They're
go
saying
up?
5 to 8.
I saw a snowflake. That's all I needed to know.
Right. That's all you care
That's all-
about. And it said 100%.
I don't.
I
I
just-
rebuke it.
In the name of Jesus. No, Jesus already said it's coming. It's too late.
Separate yourself.
Snow is the devil.
Yes. I mean, no, not really.
I mean,
In
not
spring
really.
it
But in
is.
April,
Yes. In April, it is.
in the
Like, we
Mid-Atlantic,
don't want
it's the devil.
snow in the spring.
It's supposed to
If
be
I was
April
still in
showers,
upstate New
not
York-
April flurries. I don't like that.
I know.
If
But
I
see,
was-
my issue is in the clothes situation. Like, I
Right.
like to transition my clothes. So once I make the transition, it's no going back.
See, I'm from upstate New York. So
Okay.
I have Uggs on today.
Okay, because you.
I don't bring my
you know
toes
about
out
it,
until
right.
it's consistently over 75.
No, it has to be. But that's my point.
Whoa,
But-
75.
Yes.
I'm going to say it's naked at 60.
No, because
What?
around
Why would you
here,
have naked?
No,
and it's gonna snow
sorry,
in 2
I was
days.
like,
And it's
spring
gonna snow in
clothes.
2 days.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
trust it.
No, I don't trust it either. And I always
I
feel
don't
like,
trust
and you
it.
know, if when you transition and you get the leg, when the legs out too soon, they too light.
That's right.
And so you need some sun. So you need some sun first before you put the legs out. That's what I'm saying. It does have to be consistent.
Consistent.
So you need some heat.
I
Because
don't
if the
trust
heat
it around
ain't
here.
there, the legs are too see-through. Girl,
Not
they
around here.
mm-mm.
Not around here. Because I tried it the other day with wearing my little cute shoes
Yeah.
with no
Was your toes
socks.
out?
Now my toes weren't out, but my ankle.
Okay.
That was enough for me to put them back in.
Because if then they get a little ashy because of the wind, and that's too much. What I'm saying is that when I transition my clothes, when I take
I
my
know,
clothes
you
out of the closet,
transition.
you know I transition.
You transition.
There's no
There's
going
no
back.
going back.
I take the clothes out and I put it away. So I've already started packing up like
No.
my dresses and that sort of thing.
No.
I've already done that.
No.
You haven't done that?
No.
My sweater dresses? I just
No.
don't feel good wearing sweater dresses in
No.
the spring.
My turtleneck when I was going to wear today, I was like, yeah, nah.
That's what I'm saying. You don't feel good wearing it, do
It's
you?
April.
It was a little sketchy even wearing my boots, but I still figured, you know what? It's
I have
cold.
on Uggs.
You do. But people wear Uggs any time of the year anyway.
True.
Not,
I don't
not
like
I'm saying
cold
that's
feet.
appropriate, but
It's
they
not,
do.
but they do.
I know. Because we don't like cold feet.
Right.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm figuring now that we're back, I figure we should just say, "Hey, everybody! I hope you missed us."
I
Cause
know, right?
I mean, it's been some time, and we had some time to reflect, right, on what the winter brought and how people. And she came in already talking about Happy New Year once again.
Happy
We're back
New
there
Year,
again.
guys. Happy New Year.
And so now with the spring is now here. We can say officially it's on the calendar. It's here.
Yes.
You know, what are we excited about for spring? Like you know, I love the transition of the clothes. That's big for me.
I'm
I
happy
like the
about
spring
the
colors.
sun.
Just the sun
Yeah,
coming
like
out.
you mentioned earlier, like it's still light and we're on our way to go
Yeah.
record. Like that's nice.
That's
to
a
me.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That
I
feels good.
like seeing the cherry blossoms and the trees coming back to life.
Yeah.
Like that's making me very happy.
Yeah.
It's making me very happy.
And then the fact that we came here and it wasn't dark.
and it's not dark.
Because
And
normally, you
there's
know, before when we
leaves and-
came, it's
Yeah.
dark outside.
Yeah, spring
because
is really
See,
beautiful
but
around here with
spring
the.
has sprung when it comes to allergy season.
Oh well.
oh well,
I'm
that's
not-
something
I'm
different.
not
I said
happy
something
about that right
positive,
now.
not nothing
Yeah.
like negative.
I'm just saying.
I mean, allergy season is
But
not
now
even.
seeing the blooms, the
Yeah, let's say
leaves
focus
coming
on
back,
the blooms
Cherry
and the pollen
blossoms.
getting in your nose.
dessert tech.
yes. Although which should not be.
But I
over
mean,
the
that's
counter,
year-round for me,
But that's
so-
another whole situation.
You know.
Zyrtec.
Why not?
You think
I
it's
want to.
lotion?
I should be prescription.
Really? Why?
So I can use my flexible spending benefits to pay for it.
Oh, well,
You know
it is
what?
pricey.
She packed.
It's $20 for two.
Wait for 2
Well, I guess
pills.
No, I'm
been-
just playing. Okay, I'm
Whoa.
exaggerating.
I'm gonna say.
No,
But
but it's
is-
like
it's
$17.99 or
expensive.
something.
I'm
it is.
sorry.
No, it is.
And then you
But
got to
there's a
keep
lot of
going in there buying
coupons.
5 pills.
No, you're right.
That's my point.
But there are a lot of coupons around this time,
right,
like at
True.
CVS and stuff.
And then you got the prescription card. Can you use that on over the counter?
That's my point.
No, that's what she's trying to
That's my
say.
point. You want to go
Yeah.
come for me, and I'm trying to tell you, you can't
Yeah,
use
no,
it.
you're right. It's like $17.
Anywho,
Oh.
so yes. But tonight we wanted to talk about This Is Us. This is who
us.
we be. Right, Diamond? This is us. We black.
Hello.
Look at us. We black.
Hello.
We got
'Cause
black
we
hair.
black.
Right. We got black hair. We got black skin. That melanin magic. is what's the name talks about. Really
Yes.
What you call it? What you call that song? Because it's called Melanin Magic. You call it something else.
What did I call the song?
Oh, Pretty Brown Eyes.
Oh, Pretty Brown Eyes.
And that's not what
That's
it's
mint condition.
Pretty Brown Eyes. But I mean, that's what the sample is.
See, that's probably the song that I thought.
That is. That's
Yeah,
what
you know what it was.
And then when I
And you got excited,
And
and
as
then
soon
you
as you
said,
said
it's about that melanin magic. You was like,
I was like,
turn the
back to Magic 102.
Come on. Remy did a good job.
Back
No.
to the 35 and
Yes.
over.
But see,
station.
and this goes really into This Is Us, because it's something beautiful about being black.
Yes.
And being in the black culture. Like,
Yes.
I embrace it to the fullest.
the
Now,
limit.
do we do the absolute most?
All
Yes.
the time.
On every
time.
occasion.
But that's the
All the
best
time.
part.
That's the best part about
I
it.
love.
Because when I see people go off, and even I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do that, but I'm glad somebody doing it.
Right.
Because I want to look at them and say, they off the chain. And I love it.
Or I want to inbox it to somebody and be like, get your
Look at that.
Get your cousin.
But every meme that comes out, we always say, get your people.
Get your cousin.
Your people are out of
That's
control.
right.
They
We
do the
take
most.
everything to the next
That's
level.
right.
I.e., Black Panther, i.e.
That's right.
anything that comes
Anything.
out, when they announced the On the Run tour, the people, first of all,
People
it was
literally were on the run for
Literally.
those teams.
They did.
They were running around.
people was taking
She was
out
doing the
second
whole-
mortgages to get front row seats, and I'm just saying to
Financing.
myself, I'm sorry, are your kids going to college? That's
No.
most important.
No,
You
absolutely
worried
not.
about On the Run, Blue, Surrey, or Roomy, whatever, Sir, Roomy, they're good.
Oh yeah. I
But
just
your
see referring to
kids
them
saying,
as a
"Mom, why do
We're
I have to go to
hungry.
community college?" Is because I'm going to
I had
the
to see
On the Run tour.
Beyonce.
That's it.
They're
Hey,
like,
this is
how,
Beyonce, baby.
how
That's
come,
what it
How
is.
come we got the oven open for heat?
Exactly.
Because
Because I'm going to
Because
see
mommy had to buy
right
tickets
and an outfit.
and an outfit.
And your child was gonna say Beyonce. Okay, mama.
Oh.
Right, I get it. I ain't
All right.
mad at it. So yes, when we do
Damn
the
shame.
absolute move, the between the internet. I mean, I'm here for whenever every time I see something on TV and something go down, I say, "Uh-oh, that's about to be a meme."
Yeah.
Because we take it and
So
run
fast.
with it. It
I
don't
don't even
matter.
understand
I don't even
quickly.
know.
Instantly.
I don't like. It's like people are waiting.
Right.
To, like, make-
Yes, and that's what I said. You can't do nothing wrong.
understand.
I saw something one day, like not too long ago on the talk show, and I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, uh-oh, here
It's
we
a
go.
meme.
It's about to be a meme. You about to be humiliated
And it was already
in front of
done.
the world. And all I'm saying, I don't ever want to be a meme.
I
It
know.
depends if it's a good meme.
No. Because even the good memes turn into bad
Because
memes.
have you seen that meme with the girl who like hands on her knees?
Yes,
and she
that's
got
what
the
I'm
legs and
saying.
She like
Now,
that
she-
is the
it's
funniest
hilarious.
thing
You ever
in the
seen that
world.
one? Well, you know she barely on.
Yeah.
She barely on
I'm
social
barely
media,
on.
child.
I'm barely
I'm gonna have
on.
to
You
send
send her
some of
something, girl.
those.
She be responding to stuff. Girl, you know
Like a
Black
week
Panther
later.
came out for real. You be like, great.
Already?
Right.
I thought that was 2019.
She be so late
I know,
with
I'm
it.
late.
She
I'm
can't
late.
help it. But no, but thinking about that, like just how we are as a culture. But I love everything about us. And there's some things I can do without. But ultimately, no,
Yeah,
seriously,
it's a lot of those.
there's a lot of those things.
But it's just fascinating how similar we are, regardless of where we
In
where
any
we,
setting.
where we live, where
It
we
don't
came
matter.
from.
It
You know
don't
what I
matter.
mean? Like we all
Because
sort
all
of
three
grew
of
up.
us are from different
That's right,
different
grew up in
places.
different places.
And it's still the similar, like it's
You can
certain
say one
things,
thing.
and you be like, yep, exactly.
You know exactly.
But what's interesting is when you're in a setting with other cultures, I don't know if they have similar things. They
Right.
might, but when you are the
Right.
only one,
Right.
you don't want to say
That's
what
right.
you're thinking because you like, oh,
They're
they might
probably
don't
not
get
gonna-
it. You know what I
and
mean?
they typically
I
don't.
had those moments. I had
You had those moments.
Yeah, a supervisor, I was telling her a story about something, and I was like, yeah, because, so from the jump, I had explained to this person, she was like, I'm sorry.
From the jump.
From the
From the
jump,
jump.
you speak of. I'm like,
Right.
and I'm looking at her like, I don't
What are you
understand
saying?
what
Right.
you don't
What are we saying?
understand. Like,
She didn't understand
from
the words that was coming out
beginning.
your mouth.
So then I
Right.
had to break it down like, initially,
Right.
the conversation
From the jump.
that we had.
And that's what I'm saying. Even
Yeah,
when you
it's
explaining the
amazing.
story,
Yeah,
even
it's
when you're telling the
amazing.
story, you have to catch yourself that you
Yeah.
don't go into girl.
Yeah.
Because what he
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
you have to watch yourself. Because especially in the
Yeah.
workplace,
Absolutely.
because you find yourself slipping.
The transition.
The
is
transition is real. It really is. But so one of the things, okay, healthcare. Like, we think we know everything about it. We can diagnose anybody. You tell me you got something going on and say, girl, you know what it is. You know your pressure.
But no,
out.
the first thing you gotta say is it cloudy out?
Yeah, right. Because then you need
Is it
right.
raining?
Right,
It
right,
should
right.
be-
Because those things
Those
cause flare
arthritis.
ups.
Those things go right.
Arthritis.
But the funny part about it is, but I ain't even gonna lie to you. well, ever since I did something to my knee, I ain't gonna lie, I do know when it's about to snow or rain. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
So you felt those 5 to 8 inches coming?
I did. I knew it was coming. I didn't know if it was quite 5 or 8, but I was like, it's
It was
snow
a
coming.
significant amount.
Right. I knew something was happening. Something was going down in April.
A shift in that.
It was a shift in the atmosphere. Please don't do it. The Lord said it. No, but I'm just saying, like, we always think we know just because our grandmother told us. Because my grandmother, when I tell you, we use Vicks on
I was going to
everything.
say, it's the
That's
treatment.
cool.
It's the
It was a
treatment
treatment,
that makes
right,
the
right.
difference.
So you got this, you like, oh, you know, I bumped my thing. Then
right.
she's like, oh, put this on it. You know,
That's right.
put some alcohol. That was the other thing.
Alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol was everything.
Rubbing alcohol
Witch hazel.
was literally,
Right.
Rubbing
You had to
alcohol
have
was
it.
literally like.
I feel like we had
sad-
stock in it, and we probably
everything.
didn't.
You could use it for. You got a breakout.
Put it
you
on
put
there.
alcohol
And like
in
it burns. So what? Let that shit burn.
You got
like,
a cut. You got alcohol.
I'm sorry. I feel like
You got muscle ache. You
Or
put
peroxide.
alcohol.
I feel like
Or
peroxide
was the
peroxide.
you had to have all of those things.
All of those things.
And as soon as she said, you
And
like,
Q-tips.
oh my goodness, my kidney hurt. Put some
With alcohol. Rub some alcohol right there.
I'm dying.
Let it
didn't
sit.
matter. Let it sit.
Let it
in the-
sit. Let it sit for a while.
I just got
it'll go
shot.
away.
They don't care.
Just rub the area. Calm
It
down.
is just rub the area, and it's like, or if like, because I remember it was always, you know, it was aspirin. Everything was aspirin, which now we know really does help.
Isn't that funny?
I thought my grandmother didn't know what she was
Yeah.
talking about, but it's true.
Because really, that was the only thing
That was
back in
it.
the day.
Yeah.
and that
rubbing
B
alcohol,
the BC
no.
powder.
Oh, that BC was no
Wait,
joke.
what is that?
So that's like a powder.
Oh,
It's
if
like
you
a
had-
powder. It looked like a little bit of dope, and you just put it.
If you had a
looked like a
headache,
little bit of dope.
It looked like a little
it
bit.
really did because it came in a little.
Didn't it? Because it came in a little, and you
little
open it
line.
up, and it's questionable.
But if
and
you
it
had a
might have
headache,
been. We don't know.
It might have been because
They
they probably
say
off the
get
market.
the one in the top drawer, not the one in the bottom.
Because if
drawer.
you had a headache and you took like half, because they start
Yeah,
making
you
the
take a little
tablets.
bit.
If you took half,
you're
of a BC
good. You could have took that today and been good.
knock that headache right out.
What I took the day.
Yeah. That's the problem. Just don't do that. Let's not even go there.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah,
It's like
that
those
BC
remedies.
yeah,
Yeah.
no
But it's like
joke.
certain remedies that we pass those on.
Yeah.
But at some point somebody had
like
to
a little
stop.
onion in your sock when you had a cold or something like that because it was supposed to draw the
Right.
Yeah.
And I think
fever
garlic
down.
too.
I was
Somebody
about to
said
say
something.
garlic. Yep.
But I mean, some of those things are really natural remedies.
Yes.
I get it, but it was some things that we pass down. It really isn't really like butter on a burn.
Yeah, that
And
was
they
not-
say don't
That's
do
not
that.
put butter on
They
a
said
burn.
don't put
Where
it
did
on.
that
They
even come from?
I don't even. Somebody's grandmother was in the
That
kitchen.
was cooking it. Like
Yeah.
literally, you're cooking the
And
burger.
we
Like,
ain't care. And they be like, it still burn. Put some alcohol on it. Oh my god.
What is that noise coming from my elbow?
I'm sizzling.
Right.
They don't care. So it's
Right.
like, yeah, so it's like we passed those kind of things down. Like
Yeah.
it,
And
it
it's
had to
across the
stop.
board.
No,
It's
and it had to
across the
stop.
board.
So and we already know it's like certain things that we all know to be true. Like
Yeah.
this is what who so and so said.
yeah.
What you laughing for?
Because it's just funny. I'm just thinking about things that I was told.
And you're much younger, so I don't know what you heard.
But I heard it all. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like they
Even in
they
88?
continue to go down because my mother's mother told her something that she passed down to her children and her children's children. Because if I gargled with peroxide
Yes.
every time a tooth came
Oh,
out
yeah,
when I was
yeah,
younger
yes.
or something like it
No,
was
that
always-
actually does work though.
But I'm just saying it was always something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
Right, but they had the
you
remedy
some
for everything.
millennial if they got peroxide in their
No, that's
medicine
true.
cabinet. No.
That's true.
I'm
They
going
can't
to-
because they can't afford
I'm going to
peroxide.
patient first. They gonna
Right.
fix you.
Well, no, but then there was a time where everybody was on WebMD, like, and then you wanted
Oh my
diagnosing
gosh, I
yourself.
done died 3 times.
Exactly. You wanted like really.
Oh, I'm in a coma.
I'm sorry, right? I'm actually dead. Oops. It's like you don't even know. You just going on there diagnosing. But that's what we do.
Right.
Like we think we know.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I say something,
But
we think we know.
the internet knows.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
true.
like
It's internet.
not
It's
so
not
much.
true.
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was. So
Hey,
then we got. Oh, hey girl.
Agent.
Then we have family
T.
functions.
Yeah.
Hey, Lady T.
So about that. So I can remember being at cookout. Like we would get together. Like I think it was like every 2 years we would do our family reunion. And that's important. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, oh, we going family reunion. And always it was certain things that needed to be done. Somebody would organize and all that. We still do our family reunions like pretty much every 2 years, probably every 3 or so. But it's an important tradition, I feel like, in the Black family. And I don't know in other cultures how important it is, family
Right.
reunions.
Yeah.
Because I just don't, and I don't know it
Yeah,
not to
how
be,
often.
or how often, right. It's like almost like they don't want to see their family.
Or it'll be like a milestone.
Right.
Somebody's birthday,
like
anniversary.
somebody's
big major birthday, so then
Yeah.
all the family comes out type thing.
But not every getting together every
Right.
two and a
And-
t-shirt.
Right, I'm about to say, not only the T-shirt, but you got to sort of back it up.
Okay.
There's usually a family drama that comes with the planning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
of
yeah.
the family.
Oh yeah. It's always family
Like,
drama.
there's
at this point.
never-
Peach is coming.
That's right.
Because you know that she still owe me $25
That's
from the last.
That's right. There's
But
like a whole. And
there
then-
is. It's
I
always
know, and
that.
There's always that.
Because
But
the preparation.
the preparation.
Is who's gonna bring what,
and you
and
gotta
then
have committees.
right.
You're gonna be the treasurer.
But by
you're
the
gonna be
end, two people ain't coming.
Right.
Because of the preparation
That's
part.
right. That's
where
right.
somebody got out of hand and got
That's
out of
right.
line, and you know what? That's why we don't want you there
That's
anyway.
right.
Exactly.
So
That's
keep,
why I stay away from family in the first place.
right. You know,
Right.
and that's why, you know, you can keep your little dry potato salad.
That's right.
We don't want it. You know, that
Right.
kind of thing.
I know we was
cooking,
in a
who
park
would
full
bring-
of 500 people, but I know your son stole.
Right.
my wife.
Right.
And
So
then we
it,
gotta have the T-shirt.
you gotta have the t-shirt.
Gotta
The
have the
t-shirt is
t-shirt.
important of any function.
I don't know of any other culture.
That t-shirts that mean that much. I'm telling you, this t-shirt business is they making money off of us.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got a t-shirt for everything.
Everything.
But it's needed, don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, maybe I'm like
Yes.
the funeral t-shirts are. I think I like the funeral
like
We
t-shirts.
gotta
T-shirts?
look good as a unit. We gotta coordinate.
Gotta
I do.
coordinate.
I just feel like but the family reunion
The
t-shirt.
family reunion, that's significant.
But that is significant. Yeah. But I'm saying the family reunion t-shirt should only be worn for the family reunion.
so we can't wear
No
it
more.
after
That's
the-
it. That's it. If the family reunion is over, because then it's gonna be a new T-shirt the next year. You coming back with your new T-shirt because you ain't gonna
but
pay for the
not-
money for the next
not
T-shirt.
at the family reunion, but I'm just saying after the family reunion, we can wear it just to wear it.
No,
No,
I want to wear it
it
just
needs
for
to
the.
be put away.
I feel like it's over. You think you can drag it on? Because
I mean,
it
I don't
normally
wear mine
says
either, but-
2000 so
No,
and
I know,
so.
but see, this is the thing because I've often thought about that. Shout out to the Johnson clan because we always have family reunions, and we even took it to another level. This last year, we had a competition
Uh-huh.
to see which family
Well,
came
the
up
best
with the
t-shirt.
best T-shirt.
Oh, that's cute.
Because we
I
had
like
to,
that.
we had to change it up. Hey, Angie.
Yeah, I didn't think of it. That's a good
We
idea.
had to change it up. But I've often wondered, should I wear this after the family
I
reunion?
feel like
'Cause
no.
if it's a cute shirt. But see, I usually get mine like, you know, it usually fits.
I get mine the right size, so to be
So
cute.
but I've often wondered, like,
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying that's it with the
but
T-shirt.
I usually just put it in the bottom of the drawer and like my, you know,
like every other
keepsake.
T-shirt. I just think I think at that
So it's
point,
like I have my Obama 08 T-shirt and then
Right.
my collection of family reunion
right
T-shirts.
and that's nothing. I mean, I just don't think it should be worn out.
Okay.
In the house is one thing,
Okay.
but out, that's it.
Like as a
2006 family reunion in Georgia is no longer.
Not
So
in
let it go.
2018. Okay.
But now when you get to the no, but the funeral
In the house, you
in the
think,
house is
around the
fine.
No, to the market, to the mall.
like on Saturday.
Oh my
Um,
But at that point, it's faded.
But what if you pimp it out?
No, I say no. I mean, it's just something. And anyway, I to me, that's just me.
I've
Like I just
wondered.
don't.
I've always wondered.
I mean that along with the rest in peace T-shirts.
it's like a throwback
Do you wear the-
jersey.
No,
Because
it's
it's like,
not.
remember the time? Do you remember this?
Like
the
class of
2000s?
90.
Yeah.
I don't see it. But
So
you
the
know, I'm not
RIP.
a keeper of things, so I don't really
You're
find
not.
significance
Oh.
in like I don't get all caught up in that. I
You
mean,
take pleasure in throwing things in
See,
the
I do.
My cousin just said she
I do.
wore her reunion shirt and met a cousin she never knew.
See? I was there. Oh, yeah.
who just said that?
Who's my cousin?
Who? I need who said it?
Hey, Angie.
Angie,
be
no.
great. I understand.
No.
Wear that
Angie,
shirt.
but that don't you think that was a ploy? They did that, say, oh yeah, we cousins, and really, y'all really wasn't cousins.
No.
Nah, I don't
You
believe
sure? Are we sure that they were cousins? How do we know?
I mean, I don't know.
Because it sparks
Angie,
the
you gonna have to
conversation
tell
so
us the
that
rest
you
of
can
the-
then
But it
ask.
sparks the conversation.
Okay.
It sparks the conversation.
I won't be wearing.
That's an interesting point though, because I've often wondered, like, Dad, should I wear this
That's like
shirt?
my last name. Like, because Pope is not a very popular name here. When I see it, or when people have seen it on Facebook, especially like in the Baltimore area, I've met cousins online based off of just that. Or they'll see.
But that's
my
online.
dad and my dad
Verification?
and be like, "Oh my God, that looks just like my uncle such and
Yeah, but
such."
online. Yeah, but you're
And
right.
then
That's
you gotta ask
online, not
questions.
like
yeah, but
at the
that's
grocery
online. But
store.
not at the grocery store. Somebody comes to you, oh my goodness, you family reunion so and so.
Like which Johnson? are
Which
you?
Johnson are you? Now
Well,
when
see,
I
if it's Johnson, you lying.
But-
We ain't cousins.
But you'd have to.
no, you might
investigate.
be. You do have to look
Yeah,
further.
she said she investigated. She
Oh,
called
okay,
she
so
called
you
her
confirmed.
grandpa.
Okay,
She
well,
confirmed.
fine. All right, well, yay for the T-shirt. Okay, Angie. But no, I'm just saying, like, after a while, then like I said, the rest in peace T-shirts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how long. I think you can still wear those.
Yeah, I feel like
Those are forever.
Yeah, I feel like you can always wear those
Yeah.
because it's like in
Yeah.
memory of
Yeah.
somebody. You know what I mean? But people, again, we love a good
We
T-shirt.
love a good
like
T-shirt.
it just sets it off.
Yeah.
Because it is say, especially if we're somewhere and we're all in a park and we all got the same
Yeah.
shirt. It's you like, oh, you brought it in, right? So you're right. I
Because
mean,
you don't want to get caught up in somebody else's family reunion unless that food better.
well, don't get me started about the food
Then I mean,
because
Speaking
cousin,
of-
you
yeah,
gonna
speaking
slowly
of.
take the T-shirt. Hey cousin, how you doing? You
Right.
got ribs over there.
But that's significant too, because
The
how many
food.
times? Right? How many times have you been around other people? Same thing, like you were saying, like from Jump, where you say, "Fix me a plate. Let me get a plate."
Right.
Like that's
Yeah, I feel like that's only
And if
in our
mama
culture.
is the one fixing plates, mama gonna make sure you got a
Right.
plate.
Right.
But you know what it means.
You know what it means, fix me a plate.
Styrofoam plate with the foil. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Or even if like you're the distant cousin or the family friend, if you go up to mama and say, "Hey mama, can I get a plate?" It's never offensive. It's
And you're
like,
gonna put
"Yes,
everything
sweetie, you
everything
sure
that's
can."
available goes on the plate.
Right.
Unless you.
But I feel like that's the only time you
Damn
come.
your allergy.
That's
No,
right.
no,
Unless
it don't
you
matter.
specify.
You know I can't eat.
We don't care
I'm
what
sorry.
You said fix you a plate.
Right.
So everything goes on.
And if you
Hog
don't,
maws,
right.
chitlins.
And now this is the other thing. You could not waste food.
No.
Now let me tell you something. If you even, that's why you know how if you ain't like something and you try to get the napkin and put it over and put it aside, don't try because if your grandmother, your auntie saw you,
Oh, no, you
with
in
it,
trouble.
oh you in
Or
trouble.
if you throw it away, you're not getting anything else.
You're not getting anything else.
getting
You're done for
anything
the
else.
night.
You're
Like
done
I
for
can't
the
get no
night.
cake.
Don't
no.
let the pound
because
cake
you didn't
come
eat.
out.
That's
Oh,
right.
no.
That's right.
Because you should
You
have
eat
eaten
them
black
greens.
eyed
But I don't
Right.
like chitlins.
We don't. I mean, and that's
I
what
don't
I'm saying.
like
Like, I don't eat pig feet. That's one thing I do. Every Thanksgiving, and because my husband absolutely loves pig feet.
Really?
And chitlins.
Ooh.
Yes.
Where's he from?
DC. He ain't got it. What? It's black. It's America. You know, America.
From here.
And he loves it, but he only
Once
during
a
the
year,
time, and his
yeah.
mother makes him, because
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
look to your wife to do it because guess what?
It's not happening.
First of all, I don't like the way they smell
Yeah,
nor
the
look.
smell alone. No.
The smell
No,
of
my
kill you.
mom makes some good chitlins.
And so his mom makes very
And they
good
probably
chitlins.
do taste amazing, but I can't get past
I don't-
I stopped
Just
eating
look
them in
at 'em.
1995. I stopped
said
eating them in
I'm
1985. I literally was looking at my plate. And I
I
was
feel like they stopped making them in 1995, but people still getting them.
they still eat them.
They still eat them.
still eat 'em.
And so he that's the only time like Thanksgiving she's
Yeah.
like, oh, I made chitlins
It's a
or
treat.
whatever. It is a treat, and I don't get the treat because I'm looking at it like I don't want it near me.
poking it like. What is that?
But
But
you
those
gotta
are
eat
the
it with
staples.
rice and hot sauce.
Oh,
Motherfucker used to
no.
get his fried.
He got his
And
fried.
wood.
Of course, your father got
It's
him
like
fried.
the ultimate
Yeah.
Yes,
artery
With the hot sauce,
clogging.
that's like.
right.
Fried fat. It's basically what.
But it's like those, so it was so sick. So like,
The
so
smell.
well, that would be like for Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't never remember chitlins being at the family cookout.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's too much work.
That's too much work.
You barely
but
got
you'll
the
have
steakhouse
because you get
burgers.
10 pounds and cook it down to 1.
right.
So you can't do that for a
The
family.
fact that
Like,
you can even
that's-
cook it down to 1 pound.
that's-
Oh my gosh!
No, you
just
got
the
those,
thought of it just make me
that
sick to my
box of that
stomach.
red and black
Yeah,
burgers.
you.
Oh yeah, you gotta have
Oh,
the
the
cheap burger.
Murray's?
Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I did one time.
Murray's.
Because when you go, Murray's. But when you go to a cookout and okay, I'm fine with the burger. If you want to get the little cheap rinky dink, okay, fine. Must we? Okay. But I'm saying, what must we skip on the rolls? Yo,
No, they need to be potatoes.
I'm just saying, you can't get potato rolls in your life. Like I bring my own.
I'm coming with my own.
And I got my joint in the back. Like, this is what I'm doing. So, everybody like, you got the potato roll? You got the potato
You got
roll?
another
hustling-
potato roll?
You
No.
hustling potato
No.
rolls
You
at the
got
cookout.
to. Because
That's
I
true.
don't want the white bread.
That's true.
Them things
you
break
know-
in two.
But it's cheap and
You
you
all
feed
dry.
500.
Huh?
You feed 500. So everybody.
That's not my problem.
Nah.
Yo, you go to Costco or Sam's. Get your life in order.
BYO.
Get you a
So
membership.
BYO.
You gotta bring your own
Your
bread.
own roll.
You got to. Because they got them little bread, them rolls, they no good.
Bring the rolls.
It's bad enough you got the cheap burgers. Now I got to put on the cheap burgers
Oh,
on the cheap
God.
bun.
That's
Oh,
just
great.
a bad burger.
Yeah.
And, that,
That's a bad burger.
and also, that's the only time you can eat like literally 2 or 3 hot dogs.
2 or 3. And we all like the same kind of hot dog.
We all.
Let's just keep it real.
Yeah. Because if
Little
somebody bring
burn.
a chicken hot dog, get that out of here.
I'm
Not
sorry.
only that, but it's got to be a little burnt.
It do gotta be a little burn.
Just a little bit.
Just a little burnt.
Right. But though it's like those kind of traditions where, and if you go to, I've actually never been invited to any other person's
Family reunion.
family
I
reunion.
have.
Or cookout.
Have you
Well,
a
not family reunion, but
like a
cookout.
cookout. And how was it? What was the experience like?
It's different. It's a lot of beer,
Okay, yeah.
which was weird for me because I'm like,
I don't drink
I'm
beer.
sorry, is there any dark liquor?
Right.
I don't drink
They
beer.
said, get you a bud, girl, and shut up.
Is there any Hennessy available? That
Right.
doesn't-
No, I've never seen no. Now I don't think no.
That's so
I
funny.
actually never been there. I think about it.
I'm trying to think.
I've been to a cross cultural one.
It was all good till I got the deviled eggs.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, what
It
is
went-
this?
It went wrong.
What is this? I'm not.
They
even-
was too light skinned.
They were too like.
too light skinned.
Yeah, you know, like it's not. You can tell it ain't enough
It's
mustard.
supposed to be yellow.
Oh.
and
Like,
and
it's not
mustard in it,
enough.
but it's like it's almost white. It's like
Oh, so
no,
it's like
I'm
the-
not eating. it.
Yeah, it's like.
And there was no
I don't
relish in it. I don't understand where we went wrong.
Well, I'm just saying. So,
Yeah.
so then when you go to other places, you always think like, hey, this how my grandmother. You know,
Yeah.
that and the potato salad. Like that's a staple. Because if you don't have the right potato salad, who making the potato salad is always an issue.
I know my godmother is not watching, but
That and macaroni and cheese.
Miss Sherry Johnson
make macaroni and cheese
can
for-
make
for
some
cookout?
potato salad that'll have you slapping not just your mama, but everybody, every living being in your presence.
And it's the
When
first
she
thing
makes-
gone.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's the first thing gone.
Yeah. And if you try to get a little
amazing.
container and put it inside the refrigerator, forget it. Because somebody going
Or
in
that
and
you
get
thought
it.
you stashed
You
all the
thought
way in
you
the back
stashed
of the
it,
refrigerator, but it's gone by the end of the night.
Yeah, I was
Been
saying
there.
recently, I think I'm like one of probably 6 black people
Yeah, that don't like-
potato
Yeah, I'm
salad.
not like
I
a
don't
huge
like
fan
potato
of it.
salad.
Like I'll eat
I've
it,
never-
but
I've
it's not like
tried.
my favorite.
I've tried eating it before.
Is it the
like-
mayonnaise? It's too much.
It's just the everything, the combination of the
Yeah.
the combination of everything of
It's too much.
the egg and the potato, the texture, and then the like.
Ooh,
It's
you making it
goopy.
sound real
Look at the
bad.
face.
Yeah.
I just because I've
Honey.
tried so many times
Yeah.
to like
I mean,
it.
I'll eat it, but it's
is
not like my
cold.
favorite. It is cold.
I don't like cold, that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
Like it would have to be at room
Smidge.
temperature.
You can't get carried away with it.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Right.
it's just a combination of the ingredients.
Right. You're just not a fan.
Which is why I also then don't like deviled eggs.
Oh, you don't like deviled eggs either.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, black apple eggs?
What?
Yeah,
Have
she
you?
don't.
It's to me,
My
it's the
deviled
same.
eggs?
She says the same. It
Now
is.
I
It's
did
the
Bacon
like.
on top?
Now, okay,
Would
I
we
forgot
like
about
this?
yours.
Would we like this?
Okay, I did forget about yours. I did like yours because yours actually were sweet,
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, of course.
and then
it
they
was.
had bacon on top.
Right.
So I could
They
handle
were
shrimp
it.
too, didn't you?
I did shrimp one time.
I could handle it, but it's
Again,
not
like I
something
said, we
that-
do the most. We can't just have deviled eggs. They gotta have a shrimp on there, a whole shrimp basket,
smidge of bacon.
sitting on top of 20s.
But they were
That's what we do.
everything.
That's what we do. We go overboard. We can't just have
Yeah, I
regular.
could
It
I
was
could
so bad
tolerate
to the point where I
those.
was like, I'm not making double eggs for no more cookout, so don't ask.
Why?
I went on protest.
Why?
Because that was all that anybody would ever ask me to
Yeah.
bring.
Oh.
And they're like, no, don't
'Cause they ain't like nothing else.
But they
You
needed like several dozen, right?
No, I
Yeah.
can't keep doing
Yeah.
that.
And that's a whole production.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about when we went to see Black Panther, when I went to see Black Panther, and I was like, it don't matter where you go, when we there,
We
you
show
know.
out. We show out.
And I'm not talking about nobody was dancing in the hallways and doing all that, but people were
even just the lead up to
just the
it.
lead up. It was literally a production leading up to it. Like you knew we were coming, and that's why people were like, that screen, no.
Yeah.
People were like, you see it.
I want to turn my live on just
Don't,
to take a picture.
don't you
Sorry.
dare.
Nikki, please take a picture of the screen.
Don't do it.
Please take a picture of the frozen
Don't
screen.
do
Darling, darling, take a picture of the frozen screen.
You know what? And if you
Please.
do,
And let that be your post for tomorrow.
Oh god.
Shout out to a side of shade.
you really, that's what I'm saying about, and that's another thing about black people. We don't, that's what I'm saying, we do not have no chill. They want somebody to be at their worst
Make that the meme.
and make that the meme. This is what they want. Everything about like anything, any flaw you have, any wrong thing, I got you. Take a shot of that shit. Yes. Post it. Put you on blast. That's what we do.
Tag all your friends.
all your friends in it and say,
God, that's hilarious.
this the face you make when.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Hey, you can't. I'm telling you, you cannot be at your worst at any given time, girl.
around us.
The people are coming for
Oh
you.
my god. That was
No,
classic.
it was classic. But that's what I'm saying. Like, soon as we, so at the movies, it wasn't all that, but it was a lead up and all that, and everybody was excited and all that. But it was really once I got in the movie, and anything happened. That's right, girl. You right. Like it's constant, and I'm saying I don't mind that to a certain extent, but I really did want. I just
you
want to
wanna
watch the movie, and we went to see Acrimony. Yeah. Now, I mean, my crew that I went with, my girls that I went with, they were like, most of them liked it. I was just like, it was a no for me.
See, Tyler Perry is one of those things like a living color. Nobody said nothing bad about no Tyler
I know,
Perry.
you can't talk about Tyler Perry.
You have to.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen it, but as soon as you told me that you saw it
And you
the
was
thing,
like,
I was like,
yeah. It was one of those things. I'm not gonna say it because I know people may want to see it, so I wouldn't do that. But to me, that was another one of those movies where everybody in the movie, we were all, because you know, like, that's right.
Yeah,
you
girl,
tell them, girl,
yeah.
no, ain't no nigga gonna be knowing that to me. You know, like all of that. Meanwhile, you're nigga home with 2 kids that you ain't know about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I wish I might have.
you cheating right now.
Right. You at the movies, he out. But those be the main.
Yeah,
Why
but
you
that's
called me all night?
Right. He don't care I'm at the
busy.
movie. But I'm saying those be the main people. That's what I'm saying about sometimes as us.
We do too much.
We talk too much shit and be the main ones taking shit.
Yeah.
Because soon as something go down, you like
When the tables are turned.
when the table is turned. Right.
Whoa.
And you try to act like no, you be the main one. But anyway, so they was in there, everybody was like, yeah. So my girlfriend, she knew I'm gonna call out Doreen. She sitting right
You're
next to
not
me.
just called out.
I gotta call her out.
Name.
That's my girl.
Name
She
check.
know that.
Yikes.
I ain't say her full name.
Yeah, what'd she say?
She was like, no, we were sitting next to each other. She was like, girl, no, she talks the whole time.
Oh, she's like, oh.
That's what we do. We would tell them, but then it was like when I want to get serious and look at it, she was like, yeah, because then so and then like, because they don't. I'm like, Duran, look,
You know that happened to Tracy last week.
right?
I'm just.
I ain't want to say
But
nothing.
that's the other thing too. The lean in.
Yeah, we gotta lean
we
in.
gotta do.
We gotta,
lower the
you're
voice.
right. You gotta lower
And
the
you
voice.
know what? As comfortable
You know.
as the new seats are, they make it hard for us.
You can't talk.
Like you can
Because
tell
no.
us a black person that designed that because you
The
got
new
the big
seats,
little
yeah.
middle part that you got
You
to
can't.
Girl,
So you know. So you know.
because you can't whisper.
You done missed the whole scene. You done missed the whole scene.
You cannot whisper.
You done missed the whole
You
scene.
try, and you try, because everyone is
A mess.
quiet. A mess. And so every time we lean in, girl, but it's not really a
Yeah.
so because everybody don't know how to whisper.
No, it's true.
Because then they're gonna
I feel like I'm a very I'm a very good whisperer
I used
and
to not
listener.
be good. I'm not always good at it.
You're not good.
I'm
So
not
sometimes
always
it's like when you look at somebody going like this, you like
Abacadabra. Abadee.
like you
What?
gotta be a good whip. Like
Yeah,
you're
you
not
do.
a good whip. If you're in a movie, you gotta be a good
You
whisperer.
gotta be a really good whisperer.
You can't just be like anyway.
Talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Like out loud. It was like an
Yeah.
episode of Good Times. Like, she told her. I'm like, oh great.
But
anyway.
the lean into something, because that's what made me think about this topic to begin with. Because I was talking to a woman who, literally, 20 years my elder, from this area. I'm from somewhere else.
Hey,
we were
Shanta.
talking about. She was like, yeah, I had a bunch of people that passed away. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, was it sudden? Was it? She was like, some of it was mysterious. I don't know. She's like, but you know how we do. And I said, yeah. And I was like, yeah, because you know it. Because you know
We always
it.
gotta go to lean in. And but guess what? And ain't nobody else around. Ain't nobody else around you like this.
I
So
said,
you know what
girl.
saying.
And she was like, yeah, and
Yep.
we had this whole back and forth. We was like, yeah, because you know we heard. And
Then
when
after
she
you
saw
finish telling her,
thin-
you gotta look around like.
yeah,
Right.
because you know she was thin last
you
time we
hear
saw
that
her, but I
from
didn't know what was really going on. And I was just like, how is it that we knew?
But
we knew exactly what that.
we just fall right in line.
fell
We know
right in
exactly
line.
what to do. That's like
Our
so.
own secret language.
Every time, so my daughter tells me, we had this conversation about this whole thing about how we do, and so she said, "How come after every function you go to, everybody? So the function's over and we leave out, so we all walk into the car, and then nobody else say that. Everybody real quiet until we get in the car.
Process it.
Everybody, get in the car. We turn the car on. The doors are locked. Everybody, and then somebody say." Well, you know, so you like, did you see something? You
And then
always
there's
got to
a
do a
debrief.
debriefing. You
You
got to
gotta
do a
debrief.
debriefing
Yeah.
of the event
Gotta
because you
debrief.
have to talk about it. And it's not that you saying anything necessarily bad about somebody.
Just
It's
recapping. My mom is good for it.
Does
She
she?
would. My mom is good for it. She would come, and I'll be like, and I never even thought about
Right.
it until you said that. But I was like, we really do a debrief.
We got to do a debriefing
Because my
every
mom
time.
is good for the debrief. She would give me the whole rundown. Like, yeah, I don't know what was going on with such and such, but
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I ain't trying to get involved. I ain't trying to. And I'm like,
But you know your
yet
uncle told me.
Right.
Right.
The other week. That
And somebody always saying something. And most of the time, be like, who was saying all that? Because like, well, you know so-and-so. Really, who was the so-and-so? Because I need to know. I mean, it's never no so-and-so. It's really you. You're saying it. You're spreading the rumors.
Sometimes there is a so and so though. But my mom
But they
will
don't want to say-
so-and-so,
they
but
don't
she
want- you don't
really
want to say
wanna
what so-and-so
A lot of
is.
times there is a
But
so
it
and so.
always comes back because that one person then told, all right, don't tell no,
Don't-
don't tell mommy I told you this.
You
No.
almost can guarantee that somebody gonna say something. If somebody
Pretty
starts off, don't say that really for real. Don't
Right.
say that on
And
all.
you be
And
like,
look on
what?
your mother's. Look on everything I love. Don't say nothing. But we
Like,
still
I
say
ain't gonna
something.
say now what?
It's something
And
about
then 2
keeping
days
it.
later, girl, you know,
Right.
I heard song. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a girl I heard.
Right.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Right. It's always I'm
You
not
gotta
saying, but I'm
debrief.
saying.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. You gotta debrief.
That's what we do.
We do have to debrief.
You gotta debrief. But even at even when it's funerals and stuff, though.
Yeah. Even at the
Like-
funeral, you get in the car and it's like,
Not only do you debrief at the car, but we do the most at the funeral.
We do.
Like all of us sort of know that
Yeah.
when we're going to a funeral, if it's a
Yeah.
black funeral,
Right.
9 times out of 10,
what?
somebody
Somebody gotta get in the casket.
going
All the
to
way
get the
in?
casket. Well,
Hold on. Get in and close.
That's like I was so at the
I just
funeral.
need somebody. I want somebody to get all the way in and close.
So for our fans, a part of our hiatus was that my dad
Or push
recently
the
passed
person
away.
in. Be like,
and
"Go
to
and
know
get
my
in."
father is to know he's a comedian.
He
So
is.
there's certain things that happened at my dad's funeral that was just like, I know this ain't nobody but him just pointing this out at me. But it's always that one. I'm sitting there at the funeral, minding my business, being great.
Not being great.
Just
You
trying
looked really
to
good, too.
You did.
just trying to be
You
great.
looked
Like
It was-
let's
you
hold
were
this
giving
together.
Janet Jackson.
We going.
Right.
We gonna
You
keep
was
this
putting
together.
right.
Then it was the one person that got up to the casket, and my friend was sitting on the opposite side of the church from me, and she just saw my face and was just like, it shook her head because she said, "Kristen, everything said like I'm done." It's the one person trying to get in the casket always,
Right,
and it's just
always.
like.
And you like, I'm his daughter,
Right.
right here,
Right.
maintaining.
Meanwhile,
And you
I'm
got to
sitting
get in the
here, I'm
casket.
keeping it together, and you try. What are
Right, and you trying to get in.
What
That's
are
what
you
I'm saying.
doing?
There's
What are you-
always one.
But see,
There's
is that a
always
part of?
one.
But is a part of that just? I feel like sometimes just people trying to be seen.
It's the show.
It's the show of it all. It's really not. I mean, people don't literally want to get in the casket. Now
Right.
you want to die, like you doing way too much. Everybody
too
just
much.
take a seat
Yeah.
for 1 second, and it's like that. So now the focus is on you trying to get in the casket.
Right. And she just looked, and she came up to me afterwards doing a repass and was just like, "I saw it all over your
Right.
face." I'm like,
But you ain't want to say nothing. I mean,
"Always
it's,
say
one.
anything."
It's always one.
one.
Always one.
It's always
that
one.
just goes. It's like the Wanda. There's always one Wanda at the funeral. Wanda been at everybody's funeral
I'm about to
and
say,
don't
wait,
know
what's the
nobody.
Wanda? Don't know.
And don't know nobody. You don't know who Wanda
She just
is.
goes to the funeral.
Wanda from Good Times.
Oh no. I'm thinking.
And on a like, it's always one person that they have a character that goes to everybody's funeral. And it was
Why?
Wanda,
But why?
but nobody knows
Take
that.
pictures.
But oh yeah, I don't know about the
I
pictures.
don't understand that.
What's that
process.
about?
I don't get it.
No, but people do it.
People do it.
Because when
People
we
do
went into
it.
the funeral home, it literally had a sign that said, "Please do not post any photos. Please don't take any photos, and please do not
What
post
is
any
that
on
about,
social
though?
media." I think it's something so creepy about going on social media, seeing somebody in the casket.
Yeah, that's just
it's
crazy.
too much.
Like I don't get that. But that's what I'm saying. Like I wonder sometimes, like what is it really? Like it's. I mean, some things are cultural, but some things are just you doing. Like stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
some
yeah,
things
yeah.
is like we all like, oh girl, we can laugh about.
Yeah.
But some things is like, you
Yeah,
know
just
what?
stop.
Have several. Cause like you shouldn't be taking pictures. I don't want to see
Yeah, I
that.
don't get that.
But people do it.
I
They
know.
do.
And I seen somebody actually taking a selfie with the one.
No.
With
You're
the,
doing
with the,
No.
too
No.
much.
And I'm like, can the person rest in peace? They ain't
No.
got, I mean, snap,
They literally
Snapchat
can't
with them.
rest. They can't
Look
rest.
at us with the filter.
They literally
Stop
can't
it.
rest.
And then it's inconsiderate to everybody else in the
It
family.
is.
Like,
Oh
if
my
I've
God.
decided not to go to view the body and I want to remember this person how I last remember this person, like, you just
People
completely
post it?
robbed me
People
of that.
really
Yes, they
Yes,
do.
People really do
People
post
post
that.
it.
Absolutely.
It's disgusting. I'm sorry. But I know people do it. I'm sorry. I mean, some people may have reasons for doing it, and I don't know
Is
what those
it?
are.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I just think
Yeah.
that that's a private
Somebody
moment.
had to let me know what
It's
that reason
sacred.
Yeah, I think that part should just be, just let it be. Let the
Yeah.
person rest in peace,
Oh
literally.
my God.
But, I mean, again, the fact that it's certain things about us that I think sometimes we do take it up a notch. And I think sometimes what it is that I think it's just like a history of some things.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like some things they are passed down,
Yeah.
but it's like just who we are as a people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and I think that's to me what people love about us.
Absolutely.
Like they try to act like, oh no, they doing too much,
And it'd
but
be
you
the
want
main
to
ones.
do like,
Absolutely.
Be the
I
main ones
eat our
copying.
hair. The reason why sometimes other cultures are so fascinated is because of the versatility.
That's right.
Not only our hair, but who we are as people.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
We had
That's
one
right.
of your coworkers tell me the other day. He was like, "Oh, you changed your hair." I'm like, "But you saw me
Right.
Friday." He's like, "Yeah, but your hair wasn't like that. It
It
was. It was just in a bun."
It was in the bun.
Like,
Right. There's levels to
change.
it.
He's
They
like,
only-
"Oh,
there's
I thought it
levels
was
to
a
the
whole new
braids.
hairstyle."
Not quite. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, and I think that, remember in the movie Barbershop, where Cedric Entertainer was saying how it was like the black man's country club being in a barbershop, because that was the one time you
Sacred
felt
space.
like you were
can't let
somebody.
your guard
You
down.
everybody, you can be in your element. You were somebody as a black man.
That
You
was
went in
your
the barbershop. That
cheers.
was your, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, I don't know. You feel like that when you go to your salon? Like I don't.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If it's like family when I go there.
Yeah.
It's like family.
And you still had those moments where you like, girl, you know so. And I mean, it ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with nobody in the salon necessarily.
Yeah.
Because I notice now, to me, the salon experience that I have now is totally different than what I used to have years ago.
That's
Oh
what
my
I
gosh.
was.
Totally different.
Oh my
Because back then there wasn't the
much.
whole, the separate booths. Like people have like an area. Everybody was in one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the chairs was lined up.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
I go to,
Oh, so
she
you have
has her
sections.
own.
It's like a divider.
Yes, but a big like she has her actual like an office.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like the salon suites.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
suites,
right,
you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay,
So
yes,
now there's
okay.
suites, so it's separate where you didn't have that. So even though
Okay.
somebody can come in,
Right,
Okay.
but it's
Oh, I always
really
wondered what they look like on the
so it's like
inside.
you're limited to the people that are in there getting their hair done by that
Got it.
person. Before back in the day, it was
was
everybody.
everybody.
So you be talking to so and so. You see the person who don't
Yeah.
have no clients.
Yeah.
All of that. Like now you're not exposed to that anymore.
Right.
It's like you come into your own little
And it's
area.
definitely a culture.
It is.
Because when
Oh,
yes.
when I used to go to salons, now the natural salons that I go to now, I think they have a different vibe.
Yeah.
But back in the day,
With the perm when you
with
got
the
your
perm,
yeah.
it was like you need to take a snack, you need to
yeah.
take an
It's
activity.
it was a full day of
You
activity.
need to take right. It was a full day. Like you can't schedule anything else around it unless it's like at least 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
And the best part was the bootleg
Later.
man.
Somebody
Oh,
coming
somebody
in
coming in
with
selling
sandwiches,
something.
CDs,
Right.
DVDs.
Right.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, it was
Deodorant.
literally. Like, I remember because I used to work in the salon.
Detergent.
I used to be
Detergent.
right. No, they had everything.
They
Socks,
had everything.
everything. I used to work in the salon, and I was a shampoo girl at one point, and then I did nails. I was a nail tech then, and so it was like so different. Like it was just a vibe. You come in, we were really literally family. Like you come in, you could get any. They want practice on your hair, do everything to your hair. It was just so much fun. Like the people coming, you knew the clients. It was like literally like you come in there, people come in there every week or every 2 weeks. And it was just like to me always a good time. Now, will you be in there literally all day? Definitely.
Wait.
Did you say?
Who said
And then
that?
Tanya said you was waiting 100 hours for your appointment while
You
your
were.
Right, your
hairstylist
appointment was never
ate
on
their
time.
fried
Never
If
on
your
time.
appointment was at 2,
But see,
you didn't start until
let me
you
tell
get
you
in the
something.
chair.
It's
It
like
was no
you didn't
appointment.
waste the time.
It was like somebody called and said, "Can I come in?" All right, come on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
And-
you're waiting 45 minutes. For your
But let
chair.
me tell you something. What changed my whole viewpoint is when my one of my old stylists who unfortunately passed away, who did natural hair. When I experienced her, when I went into, like you were saying, it's a different vibe when you go to the natural salon. You were the only one in her shop at any given time. It was just you. If somebody was actually, when you're leaving, somebody may be coming and you might see them, but it was never, so there was never no pressure of her doing it and to be hurry up.
Yeah.
She took time for and I love that about her because it was an experience. Her washing her hair, y'all talking, so you didn't get all of the whatever because when she had her own space, it was just you and her.
Yeah.
But see, the difference is I'm sure that she charged you for it too. Because
But I think
with
she was-
the black shop with the
But I
black
think she was pretty. No, honestly, she was actually pretty reasonable compared to some natural hair salons where I know that it was really arm and leg. But to me, she was pretty
Well, yeah,
reasonable.
when people kind of separate it like that, it's usually a little bit more pricier because the whole concept, especially with black hair, because there's so many different stages our hair goes through until it's completed. There's the washing, and if you got a conditioning treatment,
Right.
you under the dryer for a minute. If you got a rod set, you under the dryer for a minute. So there's other processes that could be
But
happening
you know
with
what?
the clients.
Yeah, within
but
that-
the thing is not the process. It is the lack of professionalism. When you get comfortable and you're like, hey girl, just give me a second, let me go ahead and
Right.
do this real quick.
Right.
That's what made you there
Yeah.
for $100.
That's true.
Or when I didn't ask for a treatment and now I'm getting a treatment
Right.
because you got somebody else in the chair.
Yeah. No, because I had a stylist before when I was transitioning to natural. I was going to a salon, and there was one stylist there. Her name was Victoria. She now has her own salon. But she was very aware of, I don't want to be like that. So she was sort of had the same concept that like, when you came in, you were her only client.
Yeah.
And she made a point, even if she was running a few minutes late, she made a point to be like, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna be right with you. Know what I mean? But like once you were there, she wasn't bopping around to try to get to other
Right.
people. You were her own. So then you could have these like deeper conversations and
Right.
things like that. And she used to always say, I don't want to be that stylist that
Right.
does that, because that was what we were all used to. Was like, okay, I know my appointment's at 2, but I'm gonna have to sit here until 2:45. I might, and then if I have to sit on the dryer,
Right.
45 is good.
Girl.
right, and then if I have to sit on the dryer, it's gonna be another. Then you gotta wait for the dryer because everybody
Why
backed
is it
up.
that they kept you under the dryer so long? My hair is dry, ma'am. Like
Sometimes-
I done took a rod out. It's dry.
Right.
Come get me from my.
But that was,
but that's
dry.
what gives you time
that gives her time to then get somebody else. And I'm gonna wrap this person real quick.
Drop
I'm gonna
some
do this
crazy.
real quick. Like it's literally like all that going in between, because I like to go lunchtime. You can't do no lunchtime.
No,
nothing. It's
no.
Literally, you got to
Book a Saturday,
book a whole
or take a day
Saturday,
off.
or take a day off and get your hair done. And I'm gonna tell you something. And then if it rained that next day,
Oh my gosh.
But that's why when I went natural,
like that
and I
whole-
go
it
to
felt
the
like
natural
that-
salon,
girl.
I'm in and
The
out
whole day.
2 hours
yeah.
from start to finish.
I
I'm
love
done.
it.
That's
I love
amazing.
it. And that's, I mean, well, now when I go, I told her she's definitely like the woman I go to now. She is definitely one of those type of people. Like she has a lot, but she has an assistant.
Yeah.
And so everybody.
Well, that's the thing too,
right? And
There's
she's
washers,
that's another thing.
the people that just do the
they
wash,
got you have to
and
pay
then there's
for an
the
assistant.
stylist, that's right.
Like all this,
You
you
can't
wash
do
your
everything.
hair and you name
Yeah.
right. Come on,
Yeah.
stop.
And
that's
the reason why
why.
it's 2 hours is because our wash at Lock Club is
Oh my
like
goodness, is it beautiful? It's an experience, isn't it?
it is
See,
a
I like that.
whole-
When somebody really
not
get
like
in,
having your
It's
scalp
girl.
washed.
It takes about 20 minutes for them to wash. It's
and that's a wash.
Whole experience. I have never experienced anything like it.
That's amazing.
I have
and
never
then
experienced
also,
anything
then you
like
got to figure out the products, because that's another thing.
Yeah.
The people, I must say that I've had some great stylists, because the current one I go to and my friend who passed away, she always used good products. And so that's why my hair was always healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing for somebody can style your hair looking real nice and they using Suave. I'm not interested. But
like,
if
hey,
you right,
gonna
but
be
you
gone by
but and they
tomorrow.
want to pay and when they want to
Yeah.
charge you over
Yeah,
arm and a
you're
leg.
right,
And
it's
I'm
a
saying I
product.
need you to be using quality products. Like
Yeah.
you need to get a full bottle of it.
But
Go
that's
get
usually so hard to do, to find the stylist.
You
who
can't. It's
styles,
hard.
like,
Both. They do all of
slaves
it.
And
Right.
this hair care.
because you gotta go one place for the color,
See,
one
that's
place
why I
for
like
the
Lock
cut,
Club.
another place for the style.
Yes.
I like why I
That's
like
too
Lock
much.
Club, and they use
I'm
organic.
not going to Walmart, Target, and Wegmans. I'm not doing it. You
Lock
got.
Club
I
styles.
gotta be able to do a one-stop shop.
Lock Club DC.
All
They
right.
use organic. They use organic
All right,
product,
man.
organic colors.
Yeah.
Like they have a whole team of people who just wash.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you
A
come
team of people,
downstairs, and then you they have a colorist. It's
Right.
very you in and out.
Right.
But while you're there, it's like Cheers. It's like when the men
Hey,
go to the
girl.
barbershop.
Right.
And,
And
like, they
everybody know
like,
each other. Yeah, everybody know. Hey, you may not know people's names, but
That's
you
right,
like,
but
hey,
you know,
girl.
yeah.
Yes, you still going on vacation? Yeah, girl. Da, da, da. Yes, it's like a whole. It's a family, and I love it.
And I can buy jewelry while I'm there.
Right.
Might be a whole slight baby
Girl.
girl happening.
Girl, you can get look. Let me tell you something. You can get your daggone license renewed in there. That's how hard they go in there.
passport.
Girl, your passport. You said what now? Right. You going to Jamaica when?
Nah.
Got you. Right.
Number
A whole lot.
365.
Somebody in there stamping
notary.
passports, girl.
It's a notary
Get
in
you
the
a
back.
green card while you in here.
Yeah.
It's a one-stop shop.
Why do we?
And that's what I'm
But we
talking about.
maximize.
We do.
But we maximize, and we're usually, I think, trying to support other businesses and stuff.
We
So we
do.
allow the space
Right.
for those types
For
of
the
things.
bootleg. For the bootleg.
that you
But
don't
you don't
get
even
in
need
other-
DVDs no more, though.
No.
I don't even think the bootleg guy come around no more.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
the
he
bootleg-
does.
Oh, does he?
Really?
Absolutely, he does.
He
Why
was
is he
still
still
do
coming around? Who's getting the bootleg?
No, because it's not. He.
Oh, he's
no,
coming around with
he
something
upgrades.
else.
He cannot.
So
sell
what's
the
upgrade?
DVDs
What is
no
it
more.
Oh,
now?
is he doing the 5.6 now?
Listen, he doing the 5
First.
sticks. I got 5 sticks. I got Wi-Fi connection.
Wait a minute, Wi-Fi connection. You ain't got codes?
Yo, the bootleg man is
What?
life right now.
It's 2018 bootleg?
Step it up.
Girl.
Step it up.
Really?
Let me say something. Everybody's stepping it up now because we was coming out the store out, I think it's Sam's or something, and the guy was like, "Oh, you want to get the so and so?" And Pat was like, "I ain't got no change." He was like, "Oh, I got the card." Like, and the square. He was like,
You can send it through the
Right.
cash app.
I'm
Don't
looking
send
at
it
the
through the
bootleg.
cash app.
And Pat was like, "Oh,
Don't send it through the cash app.
all right then."
You fine.
You can't even give that
Wow.
excuse no more. Cause you know back in the day you could just like, "Oh, I ain't got no cash." Sorry, all right, then take it in. Like, nah,
Sorry.
I got the.
Really?
Everybody got the square. The square is going.
Right, it's scanning.
Girl, scanning. Girl, they might have.
Wow.
Girl, they might have pickpocketed your ass. And you don't
Really?
even know.
See,
$200.
So you
gone.
can't. Those things you can't do no more.
Yeah.
Like people are
I
really.
went to a club with my sister in this little hole in the wall. Like this was probably a year or two ago, and we came in. And everybody all drinking and partying and everything. And the guy comes in with pods, like soap powder pods,
No.
and
Here we go.
detergent
No.
and air freshener
No.
and all this other kind of stuff. And I mean, things were still sealed. Things were still sealed and had the little sticker on the back telling
No.
you where it came from.
See.
That it wasn't for resale. It was the funniest thing in the world because at first everybody was acting like, "Oh my God, is this guy really?" in
Right.
here?"
And
Next
y'all
thing
was
you know,
in
they're
it.
like,
So when he opened the bag, everybody was
I
like,
could actually use.
No, let me tell you
use
something.
some-
Because all it takes is for one person.
Next
One
thing
person
you know,
to
me
buy
and Jennifer
everybody.
walking out
Look
like,
her bag.
"This is a good day. I'm glad we came here."
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Tide
Y'all
bars
can
are
act
like,
proud
they
if
ain't
you
cheap.
want to, but $5 for some parts from some
That's what I'm
detergent?
saying.
Yeah, okay.
You got your drink
Sign
on
me up.
and you got some detergent.
But that's
Damn
another thing. Like,
shit.
I feel like the whole support, we do support each other in that sense, right?
But we usually do it on the low, not
do.
in like a
No, we were in the club.
They was
meaningful.
not in the club.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying about going too far. Sometimes we just take it a step further. Like, I don't really want you. I don't know if at the club is like the best. You saying that's the best place
It's
for
the
people
best
drunk?
day of my life because I'm like, yes, okay.
And I guess if people drunk, that's going more reason for them to spend.
Listen, I ain't had to go to the super Walmart. All I knew is what I needed was there.
so
I got it.
funny.
It was a good day.
That's what we do. We take it to the next level. Anything we do, we take it to the next level.
Listen, that's what I love about my people.
You got to.
We gonna make it work.
You got to.
I,
We will, and that's the other thing. We will make anything work.
Oh yes.
From back in the day with the antenna and the aluminum foil, like everybody knows that this is what you do.
with the TV
Well,
on top of
what's
a TV.
that tool? Is it the pliers?
pliers.
That you had to have on
That's
the
right. When the
old school
knob came off.
TV? When the knob came off,
You
couldn't
knew
find
about
it?
that?
Oh yes, my grandmother had a box
Oh, your
television
grandmother.
forever.
But that's just like I saw a meme the other day that made me
antenna.
think about this too, where it was like, no, I was watching something. I think it was Saturday Night Live, and it was like the Black Jeopardy or whatever, and like the prize was a year's supply of oven heat. So
Right.
when you open the oven and you heat your house with oven
Yo,
heat.
I remember them.
I remember
Listen,
doing that.
That's
I don't even know.
Let me
I
tell you
don't
something.
even
That's
think.
the hottest heat you ever, girl.
I was about to say, I don't even think it was a
I
situation
mean, because I
where
feel
we
like
did
I saw
like,
smoke. Like, you know how you can see the smoke.
oh yes. And that's what I'm saying. I
That's
don't even
dangerous.
It was
Breathing
very
this thing.
right. I don't
It's
even think
dangerous.
it was a
Somebody
situation
smoke
where like,
gas?
oh, our power is off. Whatever. I think we just did it because it was convenient.
Yeah, we all.
I don't
over-
know. Like I don't. Maybe mom kept it from me, but I don't remember us being like, oh, we gotta huddle around because
Right.
we can't afford
Or
the
we
whatever. I
had
think
those
we just
old school.
we had a
Oh, that- we had the
But
radiator.
those old
We had
school
radiator.
small houses that are really big, spacious.
Oh,
the
and
heat
they gonna
might
heat
not
up everything.
always heat up everything. So
we
you
had
might get the
we
oven
had
open
the
for a little bit.
yeah, we had the radiator heat where you had to put the pan of water
Drain it.
on top. Yeah, we had
Right,
to drain
but-
it, put the pan on. But then we still would use the oven
But
heat
see,
from
so
time to time.
I'm glad you said that because
Oh,
that
wait, what was the pan of water on top?
the boil
It's because that, it would get dry.
and
so
it's
you
the
put
steam.
water, yeah, to create steam.
Okay.
But when I'm so that then brings me to like, I think I can appreciate all of those methods of how we did what we used to get by. But like at some
Get a
point,
penny on the arm of the record player. We made it work.
right?
Listen.
But
We
I'm
made it
saying
work.
at some point,
Vaseline to
to
shine your shoes.
yo,
You gonna
I
make it do what it do.
I don't, not the Vaseline. on
We
shoes.
totally did. Totally did.
But I'm saying at one point do you step it up? Like I think
Yeah.
that I think sometimes I mean it's
Yeah.
fine for what it was and then okay fine
Yeah.
we had to do this is what we did girl we
Yeah,
had to
we made it
walk we
work.
ain't had no shoes like all of that I get it but at some point
yeah.
because to me then that then goes into how we sometimes stay there and you can't elevate because the poverty or the impoverished
mentality.
mindset
Yeah.
and so it's like how do you take it up a notch without feeling like oh I don't want to offend nobody but I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
I want to step up. I no longer want to open my oven for heat.
Or that's like when you did have the apartment or whatever with the dishwasher, but mama said you ain't using the dishwasher. You gonna wash them dishes by hand and then put the clean dishes in the dishwasher?
Oh.
Y'all ain't had those experiences?
No,
Well,
but
I
we
didn't have a
I don't
dishwasher.
think I
I'm
don't
gonna run up the water bill by letting the dishwasher.
Oh, I didn't have a
Oh,
dishwasher
okay.
until
I think-
1998.
Yeah, we still
I
don't
moved
use our
out on my own.
dishwasher. Yeah, I
That
get what
drives
you're
me
saying.
crazy.
Wait, so you could only use the dishwasher
She's saying to
put
put
the
the
clean,
clean-
clean
You
stuff.
could not use the
That's what I'm saying. You could
But
just
so then
use
you
it
put
for
the dishes
storage.
that were
You put the clean dishes in the dishwasher,
storage.
but you're gonna wash them dishes in that bleach water in the sink by hand, rinse them, and then you're gonna put them storm in the dishwasher.
Meanwhile, your hands done dried
Right.
up from the bleach.
And I'm like, we
yeah.
don't have to live like this.
And that's what I'm saying. We's free.
Yeah.
I mean, and why can't we be okay with with the freedom part? Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's almost
Yeah.
like we have to
Without being seen as bougie or white.
right. It's like you have to be in this state in order to say how black
Yeah.
you are or you
Right.
understand. I think you can
Yeah.
be okay with understanding where you came from, but you can still rise above
That's
it.
right.
Yes.
Like
That's
I
not
don't
the
think we.
goal.
Is it? I feel like I thought it was, but I feel like some people be like, yeah, because I'm. To me, sometimes that's how you see a lot of like some rappers who from the hood and that sort of thing, and like they can't get beyond it. And then you out here with a $500 million contract, and you still out here talking about this
And I appreciate my people who have helped me get to where I am. However, the goal was to get out. So
Right.
no, I'm not coming.
You
back.
can always come. No, you can come back to help. No, you
every
can
other
come back to
weekend.
help.
Like no, to help, yes.
To help and support.
But they think you're
But I
supposed
ain't-
to come back
and
and like
live.
chill and hang and
live
shoot
there.
craps or something in the alley. No,
Right.
I made it. Like,
Right.
That was the point.
But
was
the
to-
problem is you saying you made it. That you saying you made it, saying to them that they didn't.
See, listen.
I'm just saying it's
somebody
survivor's
gotta do it.
remorse.
Somebody
I'm just
gotta
saying.
do
No,
it.
that's a good point.
Somebody gotta do it. You can't be crabs in the barrel. Like ain't nobody gonna get out if everybody got that.
But see, so that's not really a myth then when it comes to us. So sometimes people feel like there is this whole energy of we can't. If I'm trying to get out, or if I'm the one getting out, and then I feel bad, and then people want to make me feel bad about getting out
Yeah,
or being
that's
successful
real.
or whatever, and that's the truth. Like
That's
people,
real.
even within your own family, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean. So it's like
Absolutely.
not that I can't really rise above without making somebody feel bad about me rising,
Right.
Or
And
my shine.
Yeah.
I got to dim my light because somebody else don't.
Nope.
You know. And it's just not. I think for when I say I want to say to black people that's where you're wrong.
Yeah.
I think we should really stop making people feel bad about being successful.
Yeah.
Like that's a good thing.
And doing something different.
Or, I think you mentioned it, I don't know if it was the last show, one of the shows we did, about now that you've made it, what you should be doing.
Right.
Oh, well, now that Beyonce and
Oh,
Jay-Z
yeah.
got all this money, what they should be
Oh,
doing
right.
is donating to the Black Lives Matter movement.
And doing
getting,
it.
Like, don't count my coin.
Right.
That's
Like,
right.
you don't want nobody to count your broke coin when you live in paycheck to paycheck. Don't count my billions and my millions. Like,
Right.
That's none of your business.
Right,
Yeah.
but that's the only. I feel like that it's
So
it's
true.
like when I look at the internet and stuff, like you know how I stay in the comment section, child.
There you go.
I got to get in the comments because the comment section is where it's live and happening, and the people tell you what they feel,
Yes,
and they
they
gonna
do.
let you know, honey. And
I
a lot of
see.
times, I seen people when people post something like somebody like Diddy, who he constantly talks about black excellence and he doing this, and I don't know if people because sometimes you like I feel like this. Stay off the internet if you a hater. Like get off. Because if
The
you
hater's
mad,
playground.
right? Because if you mad at somebody else's success, then stay off. Don't
playground.
follow them. Don't look at them. But you want to look at them and constantly talk about it. So anyway, so when I see Diddy, he do like oh you got a nice looking girlfriend, your kids are successful, everybody doing their thing, and it does come across as really a showboat. Because it's constant. Like if you follow him between him and DJ Khaled, it's constant. Oh my goodness, look at my son. Look how cute my son is. He did. I love you. He the best thing ever. Oh my god, all of that. And to me, it's a beautiful thing for people to see that. But sometimes for someone who doesn't have, it does look like I'm showing off. But when you look at somebody like a Cardi B who talks about you don't understand where I've come from, or somebody like a Tiffany Haddish who said the reason why I'm this way is because I'm so grateful
Yeah.
for even getting here. So sometimes if
How
you don't
long
know
you have
somebody,
to justify by
but
telling
that's
the
what I'm
story.
saying.
Right.
At
But
some
people want
point,
to
it's
they want to
like,
know your story every 5
I
seconds.
told you the story. Check my resume.
That's right.
Right.
'Cause
But they want you to still talk about it.
However, you should find it gratifying that somebody's posting this because it's a way out. It's like, okay, my life doesn't have to necessarily be like this, or there is something. If I find my niche or whatever the case is, I can move like this too.
Right.
So no, I don't always want to scroll online seeing your struggle meal that you posted. I don't always want to scroll online talking about how your baby daddy didn't pay you child support this way. Like, no, at some point I want to see the glow up. I want to see like, oh, okay, this is hopeful, this is inspiring, this is so yeah, I agree. If you're gonna be a hater, get
Right.
off
But
of
let me
it.
tell you something. The globe only happen if you ain't on the internet. And let me tell you why I say that. Because if you constantly scrolling, looking at everybody, you ain't got YouTube.
You ain't
You're not working. You're not doing nothing. You scrolling.
Right. You're right.
So that's why you trolling.
You're right.
Because that's all you.
And that's
you
part of
you
the
don't
reason
take
why I
the
haven't been
time.
on as much lately. Because like I was saying,
got
2018 is
something to do.
go hard in the paint year, and I've been going hard to the point where like my eyes can't continue to focus for more than 5-10 minutes
Right.
because I'm going to sleep.
Right.
Because it's just I'm going hard in the paint. But I want to go back to what you were saying about people being in your pocket, because my mom said something to me the other day that I literally was, because she was like, girl, so
Right.
and she because my mom would be
It don't
going,
mean about it, but this is on the phone, and,
phone.
and she's like,
I
girl,
know.
you know that, like this her on the phone, girl, you know that. Like, mom, we on the phone, okay?
Right.
covering up.
Right.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
I was
Right.
like, Mom, is anybody in your apartment?
Right.
But
Like,
you.
no.
It's just me.
But she was telling me that she was talking to so and so, and so said, "Oh, that's what she say, so and so. I'm surprised Victoria didn't get you a car. And I said, what? Literally. And she was like, and she just said, she heard me say
Victoria
it.
in your family?
Right.
Hello. Wait.
And I said, and so then she continued on with the story. And I said, basically, what makes this person think
Right.
that I'm just balling like that
Right.
to where I'm like, oh, Mom, let me get you a car. But it goes back to that sort of like
Assumption.
assumption of, oh, well, you doing well,
Mm-hmm.
right? You professor, you this, you that.
Right.
I'm
Buy you another
surprised.
car.
I'm sorry. You buy my mother.
Right.
Like,
We wasn't even having this conversation. Where
and
did
I
you
was
come
like,
from?
how did I even get in the conversation? And she was like, I just kept talking. I didn't even acknowledge it. I was in the, but it goes to that
Yeah.
same thing,
Yeah.
like people being in your
We
pocket.
stay in people.
But Christian and I was literally just having that conversation. What was that today?
About
when
what
we was
one?
talking about being married, Jane. When we was having assumptions of even like the couples and relationships,
Oh, yes.
how people do that.
Yes.
So it was the assumption that you see people like if I'm with my husband and everything is like, hey babe,
Right.
like we out and about and we all whatever.
Everything
you
is good.
you expecting it to be like a perfect situation all the time, but that's an assumption because
Yeah.
we literally was just cussing and fussing on the way here,
Yeah.
Right.
and we're gonna continue to cussing and fussing when we get back in the car.
Right.
So, because we are classy enough to conduct ourselves properly in public, doesn't mean that everything that glitters is
Right.
gold.
And I mean, that's the whole thing about being a unit. And I feel like it goes back to how we are as a culture. Like those kind of things, it's what we don't put all of our business out there. So when somebody get to talking about, that's the only thing that's different about the internet. Like when you start now, it gives people a space to now just say, oh, you know my baby, he
Yeah,
ain't
but
pay
that
this
used
and all
to
that.
not
But that
be-
used to be because we were very private about our stuff.
That's
because
right.
we had to have a certain image
That's right.
of being upstanding citizens
That's
and
right.
being this and being that. Your grandmother said you better not come down my job with them with your good shoes
That's
on,
right.
your good outfit.
We couldn't
you
even
know,
be
all
outside loud. We couldn't. We
None
couldn't
of
sit
that.
on the
And so you
banisters.
had
We
You
to-
couldn't
couldn't fit in
loud.
any other stereotype.
That's right.
So how
None of
dare
that.
you go
You
online
can't do it.
and
That's right.
promote yourself as
This
being
is why
and
people
that?
have
now
run
it's
right.
just,
We don't
it
do
just,
that.
ugh.
And now it's
Yeah.
just a free for all,
It's a free
and
for
people
all.
can do what they want. So that's why when you look at some of the old, during the civil rights movement and all that, because I was listening to this young woman who I follow on Twitter, and she's a part of the Black Lives Movement, and she was saying that the reason why the people were dressed up when they went out during the civil rights, because that was the image that they had to wear.
Yes.
That's who you had to be.
right.
And now when you see somebody out here marching and playing Lil Boosie and out here with their Black Lives, with their Black Lives Matter, it's a
Boosie's
totally
on
because
here?
this is where the movement has gone.
Yeah.
And so before, this was what you had. This is
That's
the face
true.
you had.
'Cause they
So
literally
now
did march
we're
in church
saying
clothes. They
that's what
marched
they
in
did
church clothes.
in their church clothes.
Yeah.
And being hosed down.
Yeah.
And so the reality is that now as a culture, I think that we can now, instead of now hiding all of the things that we deal with and go with, it don't have to be a secret. It's okay. I'm not saying you gotta tell everybody your business, but I'm saying it's okay because that's how you help the next generation. If I'm not telling people that therapy is good and that person think that it's shameful to
That's
to
true,
deal with
'cause
your
people
mental,
still-
that's
yeah.
still. But you gotta be
Sometimes-
able to teach people that it's okay to be.
But it's a blessing and a curse. So I agree that now we don't have to do that. However, I think it's also important that it's a reminder. Like I had a ratchet moment last week where I could have gone completely in and been completely inappropriate, completely ratchet. But then my sister literally had to call me up and was like, no. You know your mother, and you know how she would want this family to be represented. We will not do that. So I don't care how you feel, what you're going through, what the situation is. You can call me and discuss it. You can call whomever and discuss it. But what we won't do is publicly embarrass this family.
Yeah.
Because we're better than this.
Right.
And
And I think that's
the
the
thing.
and that's what
So
you
that's
gotta
the
do.
passing it down, like being your feelings and talk on topics that are important that you should be fighting for. But when you do it, you can always do it with class,
Right.
Because they're gonna call you many things, but they're not gonna say you.
So
wasn't
that-
good.
But
I
no,
mean,
but I
that's
think you
part
can
of
do it with
having-
you can do it with class. But no one's above a curse out. You know
No.
what I'm saying? Every so often somebody need to get cussed
But you
out.
also
want me
gotta
to get you
have
one
a
of those
village.
shirts? Nobody.
You
Elderly.
gotta have to have a village to
You
rein
do
it
have
back
to, right?
in.
You do have to have. I mean, not everything calls for you to jump on the table and go crazy.
Right.
But there's a time when somebody needs to be pulled aside and be
Yes.
cursed out. It's not always a public showing.
Right, it doesn't
of
always
you
need to
about to
be
get
on-
cussed out.
Yeah, no.
And so
We
I
don't
think that's
all-
what like.
It's literally. Can I speak to you? For a
Right, can I
moment?
talk to you for a
Yeah.
moment?
Let's
Right,
talk
and it's that
outside.
side conversation.
Yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely.
But you got to be an adult to do
you
that.
do have to.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Well, ladies, we've come to the end of our
Yes.
welcome back spring ASOS a side of shade
Ew,
comeback
ew, ew.
show. And I felt like a little slighted because Diamond didn't even jump in at
I
any
know.
point. But it's okay. Normally he just chimes right in, but
I
I
ain't
guess
asked
you
for
know.
his mic to be
I
turned
know
off
we
or
ain't had to
nothing.
do that. We ain't
Been
had to shut him
quiet
down,
and
but it's
distracted
okay.
today. It's like
He
the
got-
new
I-
diamonds.
I
The
know.
spring
Is it
diamond.
spring
I don't
diamond?
like it.
Maybe it's the spring diamond.
I don't
Diamond
like
has
it.
sprung.
I don't like it.
Oh, diamond is sprung.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
All right now.
We don't like it.
Right.
We don't like it at all.
But anyway, so we will be back in two. So it's not
Yeah.
not next Wednesday, but so 2 weeks we'll be
Yeah.
back for another episode of A Side of Shade. I'm
Yay.
Krishna,
I'm Victoria.
And I'm Kristen.
and we out.
Bye.
See y'all.
Thanks, Facebook friends.